Yo balloon friends, what's up? It's me, Eddie Bath, aka Mr. Magikio, coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, and today we're going to be looking at Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. Now this is an unusual request I had and I found it a little bit tricky, so I thought I'd share the tutorial with you. We're going to be using the same concept as my Sonic the Hedgehog video, so if you've seen that, we're going to be going through a few of the same steps, but even not, we've got a few of the other new techniques in here as well, namely using this round balloon to give this kind of tapered body effect, which I quite like, and also we're using some little tapery bits for the eyebrows. The balloons we're going to be using are 260 orange for the octahedron shape of his head. We're going to be using a 160 orange for the accents on his eyebrows. We're going to be using a 160 for the arms and his feet. We're going to be using a 5-inch round for his body, and we're going to be using a 260 goldenrod for his moustache and a 160 goldenrod for the moustache accents and his eyebrows. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into the Lorax. Let's start with a 260 orange blown up with a nice long tail there. That's about 8 fingers. We're going to start with a connector bubble, I call it, and that's going to be about 2 fingers long, followed by a 1-finger pinch twist. This connector bubble is going to be the bottom of the neck. Now we're going to get to work on the face. So we'll do a 2-finger bubble for the front cheek, a 1-finger bubble for his nose, pinch twist the 1-finger bubble. We'll do another 2-finger bubble for the other side of his cheek. And then we will match this pinch twist on the side of his head there with another 1-finger bubble pinch twist. So we have something that looks like this so far. Now I'm going to come around the back of his head, matching the cheek bubbles. So that's going to be a 2-finger bubble, followed by another 2-finger bubble, and lock that into the pinch twist on the side of his head. So we have the neck connecting bubble. We're going to come up. That's a pinch twist on the side. We're doing the front of his face, nose, front of his face, pinch twist on the other side, coming around on the back. And now I'm going to come over the top to do the top of his head. It's going to be a slightly longer bubble, so it's going to be about 2.5-finger bubble, followed by another 2.5-finger bubble, and lock that into the pinch twist on the side of his head. Now we're going to come down and match this neck bubble on the bottom. That's why I call it connector bubble, because I'm now connecting it in. And with the rest of the balloon, we're now going to come up over the back of the head, bridge of the nose, and back into the neck. So that's going to be a single bubble on the back, followed by single bubble, single bubble. You don't need to lock that in. We're just going to place it on there. I'm going to come over the top of the head, and now we've got the bridge of the nose, and we're going to meet back down on the neck. So that's the bridge of the nose. And then I'm going to tie this piece back down into the bottom, and we have that nice octahedron shape, as you can see. So we've got the bridge of his nose, we've got his 2 cheeks, we've got the nose here, and we've got these 2 pinch twists on the side as connection points. For his eyes, we're just going to use a scrap of white 260. We're going to do about a 1.5-finger bubble for his eyeball, and then tie that on itself. Not too tight so it looks like a pinch twist, we just want it so it's nice and round like that. So we've got one, and then we can do the other one. If you want, you can cut the balloon and put another puff of air in it to get 2 separate eyeballs, or if you like, you can just try and use the same balloon with a bit of balloon manipulation. Snap that off and tie that in. So now we've got 2 eyeballs that we can put into the head structure. Okay, so we've got our eyes. We're just going to put them behind the bridge of the nose, tuck them in like that. To add some accents to his face, we're going to use an orange 160. I'm going to attach it into the pinch twist on the side of his head, and I'm just going to follow the eyeballs under his eyes there, and then we're going to go back over the eyeballs as well, threading it under this nose joint on the way out and on the way back again. So we just twist off the amount of air we want to have under the eye, like so. And now we're going to take this nozzle and just thread that under the bridge of his nose balloon. So we thread that under there, and then we'll just pull the whole balloon through and under there. So that's the first bag under his eyes. And we'll do another one and connect that into the pinch twist. So we've got this 160 coming under his eyes there. And now I'm going to do the same, going above the eyeball. So I'm going to follow the eyeball like so, twist it off, and then I'm going to take the nozzle and thread that under the bridge of the nose. So now we've got the other eyebrow, eyelid here as well. And then I'll just follow over this eye like so. All right, so that's the accents of his face done. You can snap off the rest of your orange 160. Don't throw that away because we can use that for the feet or the arms later if we have enough left. And now we can just do some general shaking because you can see he's looking a bit boggly-eyed like a zombie at the moment. So we're going to push these eyes in like this. Push the eyes into the sockets. And now what we want is a straight line here and then a curved semicircle above his eyes, because that's what the cartoon looks like, and that's going to give him a cute look. We're still going to be putting the moustache on and some little eyebrows as well on this to give him even more character. For his moustache, we're going to be using a Goldenrod 260 and a Goldenrod 160. Now, his moustache with the Lorax is massive. It's much, much bigger than his head, and it kind of gives this impression that he has a tiny little egg-shaped head popping out the top. So we want this moustache to really be a lot bigger. So we're going to actually have it coming out over these pinch twists, but we're going to do that at the end because we still need to use these pinch twists as connection points for quite some time. So what we're going to do is lock the 160 into the pinch twist, but just give it enough length that it will be coming all the way around it. But we're going to do that later, so just take that into mind when you're making the first bubble for his moustache, which I'm going to do about this long, and then twist that into the nose pinch twist, and then match that on the other side. You can see we're getting the beginnings of his moustache there. Now we can come back under with the 260 if we want, but I think it looks kind of cute to do it with 160 if you have those balloons. If you don't, you could probably do the whole thing with 260s, but let's get that 160. Okay, so we take a 160 Goldenrod blown up about halfway again. We're gonna again connect it into this pinch twist on the side of his head here. And now what you can do is you can give it a little squeeze and then pull this joint there. So we're going to get this kind of nice wispy effect. So the balloon is actually kind of changing its taper. So you can see there, we're coming underneath, and I'm going to just match that on this side as well. So give it a twist, and then give it a little squeeze to pull out so we get that taper effect. And I'll pull that back into the pinch twist on this side. So that's the underside of his moustache, and now I'm going to do the same thing over as well. So we take our 160, and again we're going to do some of this balloon manipulation where we're going to give it a little pull to get that taper. And bring that over the other side. Okay, we're going to snap off the rest of this 160, and we're going to use that for the eyebrows. Snap off the rest of this 260, we don't need that anymore. For the eyebrows, we're going to take our 160, and we twist off about a 3-finger bubble for one of the eyebrows, and now give this nice long twist. So we're going to have a bit of balloon to work with, and then we will match the other eyebrow there. We're going to block off the rest. Okay, so we should have some eyebrow pieces that look like this. All right, with the eyebrows, we're gonna somehow squeeze them under the bridge of this nose as well. It's gonna be a little bit tight under there, but hopefully we should be able to manage it. All right, so we've got our little eyebrow pieces. This one's become a bit deformed, but don't worry about that. Once we pull it down, it should be fine. So I'm going to grab this long bit here and put that into the pinch twist on the side of the balloon. And the same with this one. Just going to grab the elongated nozzle there and wrap that into the other pinch twist. We're going to take these pinch twists here and we're actually going to tuck these behind the moustache. So I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to take, first of all, the fattest bit, the 260, and position that pinch twist. So now it's hiding the pinch twist, and this is also giving the moustache a larger diameter. And then I'll pull these other bits of thin, wispy moustache over as well. And then I'll do the same on this side. Also, the Lorax's nose is kind of long and flat. If your pinch twist is pointing down like that, just give it a little move so it's going parallel. His eyeball's kind of poking out, so it looks like he's doing that now, which you could have as an effect. That's up to you. I'm just going to push that one back in. Also, the positioning of his eyebrows are really important. You can make him look angry by just pulling this up and then pushing this joint down into it like. So that's a more angry version. You can just move these eyebrows however you like. If you put them kind of resting above, he's looking more surprised. For his body, we're going to be using a 5-inch round balloon. So what we're going to do is we'll just inflate that and then release some of the air until we've got about a ball, about a palm and a bit's length. I've tied the nozzle nice and high up there, so I've got space for the air to go in, so I can push the air to come out now. Now this body design is using this round. This is a serious get out of jail free card. You basically get this nice taper effect on this balloon. All we're doing is using a round balloon, but once it's finished, people often are kind of amazed by the fact that it looks like it's a long thin balloon of a different variety that people have never seen before, but it's actually just a round. So this is a bonus effect that I like to use sometimes for bodies of characters. Okay, so we've got it. We've stretched it down like this. What we're going to be doing is we're going to do a sidewall bubble in the round balloon. We're going to take our hand like so, grip the balloon here, and we're going to just try and twist off the bubble on the top of this round balloon. Now you can see we've got this nice tapered effect here, and we've got our bubble. And now we can actually split this one as well. This is going to make the joint for our head to sit in. So as you can see, we've got a split on this balloon as well. You can give that a little twist there to make sure it's locked in place. So that's going to be our body. What we're going to do now is attach the head. To attach the head, we just take those nozzles that we had here and wrap those into the pinch twists of the 5-inch round, which is actually a sidewall bubble pinch twist, I guess it would be called. I'm not sure. All right, you can see he's got this nice tapered body now. He's like got a big fat top half, and it's kind of tapering down to where his feet are going to be. Let's add the arms and the legs. For his arms, we're going to use an orange 160 again. If you have enough left over from your eyebrows, that's fantastic. I think the other one popped, so I'm just going to use a fresh balloon. We're going to do a 1 or a half finger pinch twist for his hand, followed by a 1 finger pinch twist for his little mitten, his little hand there, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give him some arms crossed like this, as if he's kind of looking disapprovingly because he's upset with all the people cutting down the trees. We're going to take it there and we're going to have it coming out of this neck joint, and it's going to come across his chest there, and it's going to be wrapping into his arm. So you just need to measure that distance out. Once you've measured that distance, you can come back and make the twist. So that's how long you need both the arms to be. So I'm going to measure that off like that, and then I'm just going to twist that into the neck joint. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring his arm down like so. So we've got the arm the right size, and I'm going to bring this other piece over like here, and I'm going to give this a little twist and let the hand kind of use the pressure to lock that, to hold that in place like this. So I've given this balloon that's going over, I've given it a little squeeze, and I'm just pushing it into that joint. And then I'm measuring where it's going to come over, which is about here, and I'm going to make the other hand there. So that's another tiny pinch twist, and then another one finger petal twist for his hand. And I'm just going to tuck that under his arm. We don't need the rest of this, so I'm going to snap that off. It really depends how much balloon you've got left, but you can use this for the feet as well. Oh, my arms have come undone now, but that's okay. We can just do it again. So this arm's going to come over like this. This arm's going to come under like this. I'm just going to make a little indent in this balloon and wrap this one under like so. And then you push your chest through. Bring the arms back, so you've got this crossed arm look. And then with his head, at the moment he's looking up into the sky, you can just position these pinch twists to have his head facing down, and now you can see he's got some character. You'd like to see that from the back. It's looking like that. For his feet, we're going to be using a 160 orange. If you have any left over from any of the other bits, then you can use that. If not, use a fresh one. We're going to do a one finger pinch twist, followed by a 5-finger petal twist, and then we'll just split that into 2. So that's going to be his 2 feet. We'll snap off the rest here. And we'll just attach that into the bottom, of the round that we have here. And that gives him some cute little feet. All right, and you can see mine has fallen slightly to the right there, so he looks like he's kind of looking a bit cross, but I think that even looks excellent as well. So I'm just going to draw some eyes on him. For the eyes, we're going to use a black Sharpie, and guys, we've got to be a little bit careful when we're doing the eyes, because if we put them directly in the middle, he kind of has this gaze where he's staring out and he's looking a little bit angry. I kind of like to make him looking up like this, as if he's looking disappointed and kind of looking at you, because he's obviously quite small, and he's going to be looking up. So I'm going to put this round circle at the top right-hand side of his eyeball, and I'm going to draw like so. Maybe leave a little white dot as well, and then I'll do the same on this one as well. There we go. So you can see he's kind of looking up this way, and then I'm just going to give him a little bit of a blue iris as well for some added value. So we just follow around the black we've done with the blue there, and the same on this eye here. All right, there we go. Now, as I mentioned before, you can move these eyebrows a bit to make him, to give him the character you want him to have. I'm going to just put him in like that. Now his eyebrows, he's looking a little bit more disappointed, and I like it. He's kind of looking to the side there. That's looking cool. All right, guys, thanks for watching the Lorax video. Please do like, subscribe, all of that jazz. I hate it when people say that at the end of their videos, and now here I am saying it myself. I don't know why. Yes, but if you can give it the thumbs up, that'd be cool, if it's not too much trouble. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.